Hey guys, welcome back to the EA Sports FC 24 Stevenage career mode. Just a bit of a live update. I was playing football yesterday. It was fine. It was good. It was really late at night. I think the kickoff was at 8 p.m. And I wasn't thinking about going because I already play my football on Sunday, and I only have one day of rest there. And it was really cold yesterday here in Vancouver. And certainly I didn't get enough warm up, but during the whole game I was fine until yesterday. I got home, realized I couldn't really quite bend my knees. And I thought, just kind of a last night thing, and the pain might go away. I think, was it painful? Yeah, it was painful, but not to the point where it was like really, really painful. I thought it was more of a one day thing, but today when I was working, I realized, something is up. So I checked with my physio today, a few hours ago, just to make sure everything's okay. We did a little bit of a stability test on the knee. It was fine. So I don't know what is up with my knee right now. Maybe some sort of inflammation here and there, but we will have to find out. Hopefully it's nothing to do with my ACL or meniscus area. Certainly I don't want to get done by my knee for the rest of the year, and I certainly do not hope that I need to get a surgery to get it fixed, because again, I really hate needles. I really hate being cut open just to fix my body. I hope that will be the last resource for that. So just, dear God, I just hope that everything's going to be okay for my knee. So back to today's gameplay. We're still in the middle of January transfer window. Again, I think we are focusing more, or at least I was focusing more on the signings that we can make. But then the same problem that we have been encountering, which is we can't really sign a lot of players because either they do not want to, sign a club for us, and they don't relocate. So I don't know what that means. Supposed to be for this career mode, it's a little bit difficult. And even though I try to loan a few players, but they said that the contract is too short to be loaned at. So I'm not quite sure what to do at the moment. We loaned in a player called Sam Curtis, the Irish right back, 64 rated. I mean, again, apparently based on some database, he has the most growth as a right back in the game. I believe his potential can reach up to 83, 84 at one point. Right now, he is pretty much a pretty decent player. Checking on his stats, unfortunately, couldn't really see what his tag is at the moment, because I might sign him permanently, but it really depends right there. So the first game against Charlton, I don't think we're having a good game in general. I feel like the team is falling apart. Again, I'm not sure, is it because the fact that 4 of the previous loanees have been called back to the parent club, and right now leaving the team a little bit short in certain areas. But that cannot be an excuse for playing a game like that. It was such a disgrace, 5-1. I feel like we might be falling apart at the moment. So hopefully we still have a couple of weeks, maybe a few more days right there, 27th of January. We still have 4 more days until the end of the transfer window. We might be probably loaning in a few players here and there, just to make sure that we're adding a little bit more quality, more youthfulness into the team. And right now, this is such a surprising fixture because I wasn't quite sure at the start of the episode who we were playing against in the FA Cup, round 3 or round 4. I know usually round 4 will be played by the end of January. And guess what? We were playing against Liverpool. Again, I don't think we're going to win this game in general. If I'm being honest, I don't think we are capable of doing that. But somehow, in the 38th minutes, here comes Test goal. 1-1 with Allison. A very sweet little finish right there. Very calm finish as well. The slots one behind Ellison, and we have equalized the game 1-1. Again, I mean, I would take that. I would take that half, to be honest. We were 1-1 in the first half. I would rather keep it this way and potentially, hopefully, looking for a winner. But unfortunately, Harvey White took down, was it Gakpo? I don't think it was Gakpo, right? It was a Gakpo? I'm not quite sure if it's Gakpo or not. But Salah's going to take this penalty, and he smashed this one to the left side of the goal. And Liverpool has regained the lead 2-1 in the 80th minutes. Here comes Salah on the right side. Again, we're having a lot of trouble against him, especially down on the right-hand flank. And Sam Curtis has taken out Salah. And I don't think Sam Curtis wanted to do that. But certainly, when you play against a big team like that, you just got to show physicality and a different mentality than the Premier League team. And Salah, what am I talking about? Slotted to the right angle again, and they beat us 3-1. Honestly, I'm quite satisfied. Of course, it's disappointing not to win, but I'm quite satisfied with the performance in general. Technically, they only score one proper goal, and we just gave away the 2 penalties. In the last 10 hours of the January transfer window, we have received an offer for Jamie Reid. Again, Jamie Reid was the reason why we are in where we are right now, being at the first or second place right now at the moment. So we have scouted 3 players, and those 3 players are available for loan. I would rather do it this way. I can't really sign players permanently, so why not just kind of use or abuse the loan system? So the first player that we're trying to sign was Clark from Liverpool after the game against them, and later on was Jack Flinley from Aston Villa. Will be joining the club with a short-term loan, and also Noel from Real Madrid. This is definitely looks like a pretty good signing. 4-star in skill move, and also weak foot as well. And even though he pretty much eaten up quite a bit of a wage budget for us, but I think if he is available for a loan deal like that with such a great quality player like him, I think we should do that. So we have loaned in a few more players, just an influx of loan players right now at the moment, and I don't mind doing that, to be honest. I don't think our team is set for the future at the moment, but instead trying to get promoted at least for this season, because I'll be very disappointed if we don't do that by the end of this season. But we received an offer for Dan Sweeney. This is an offer which I was contemplating about whether should I be letting him go. But I decided we have quite a bit of defenders in the team. I know they're aging, and I think Dan Sweeney, it's the unfortunate one to go. I feel like it's good for me to cash him in for the last bit of it, but unfortunately, I couldn't really find any available signing, or at least not for now. So the January transfer window ends by securing, I believe we have secured 4 signings. 5 signings. 4 of them are from loan deals, and one of them is permanent signing. Am I happy with this? Am I happy with this? Probably not, if I'm being honest. I think that we should have done better. I think the what would you say? I think the game should have done a little bit better as well. It's just kind of do me dirty in a bad way. So looking at scouting report, can't really scout. We just couldn't really find players that are ready to play in the League One right now. But instead, kind of relying on our team at the moment. So 3 scouting reports from England, Scotland, and also Ireland. And unfortunately, we signed a few players, but I don't think they are ready to be played in the league at the moment. But looking at the academy report at the moment, the academy list, again, Elijah Spencer, it's the candidate to be called up. I'm still waiting for him to turn 16 to be signed, or to sign the professional contract. But looking at the mid-season squad right here, pretty much quite a lot of players left due to the loan deal, and also selling another additional couple of players as well. And I feel like in terms of the defensive area, we've been pretty stacked right there. 4 center backs, so that's why I'm okay letting Dan Sweeney go. I don't think he's anything special, to be honest. But hopefully, the loanees that are being transported into the team, hopefully they are going to do a good job for us. All we're asking right now is to pretty much to get promoted, no matter what the cost is, and that's pretty much what I want. So third game in today's game against Wickham, I believe we played them in the first game of the season, beating them 4-2, something along that line. With the different lineup, Clark will be pretty much going into the starting lineup, replacing Thompson again. I feel like, Clark, it's younger, less experience than Thompson, but I feel like right now adding a little bit of energy into the team is very important. But guess what? Noel scored the first goal for us despite conceding the first goal. Noel has scored the first goal for us, and a very good debut for him so far, and he's quick as well. Highest rated player in the attacking section of it. And Wickham have regained the lead. 38 minutes in, they got one back, but right before the break, here comes Noel finding Kasky, and what a great play in general. From right to left, diagonal passes, everything just kind of went so smoothly for us. 2-2. 49 minutes in, here comes Curtis to Clark. Clark finds a lot of room, and he smashed this one. What a great goal right there. And scoring his first goal for the club in his first day in the office, pretty much so. Or first game for the club. Same as Clark and Noel, I believe both. These are the reasons why I've signed players like them. Adding energy, adding a bit of freshness in the team. Even though they might not be, statistically better than the other players in the team, but at least adding a little bit of freshness to the team always work. Later on, Roberts with a very nice finish. It was kind of a half volley. The ball was kind of bouncing in midair, but finding the top corner. And we're secure the fourth goal. But in the last 2 minutes, no matter how much, we are quite settled with the score line, but Wickham always finds a way, or at least the CPU always try to find a way to ruin your mood just a little bit. But at the end of the day, we beat this game 4-3, and Wickham, I believe they're sitting at 20 of something. So I'm okay with that, but unfortunately, with the recent poor results, we are pretty much down at second place. At one point, I thought, it was going to be a 2-title race between Bolton and also Stevenage. And at one point, we were doing very well. Sitting at the top of the league table, we don't have to quite worry about the team from 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. But unfortunately, that's not the case. We have poor results. I have to own up to it. So we gotta right now we just keep adding more young players in there. Jack McNeil will be the second player being called up. Doesn't have a tag on him despite having potential from 80 to 94, which means his potential can be fluctuate at times, but hopefully it's not going to fluctuate to a point where, his potential is going to meet at early 80. I hope that's not going to be the case. I really hope Jack McNeil is going to be a long time player for the club. And guess what? Fourth game of today's episode against Burton. They scored the first goal was from a free kick. I'm pretty much speechless from that angle. You just knew that the CPU is going to score regardless. And look at Butler, our left back, just can't really help himself defensively. Allowing a free header to Bennett. And 48 minutes in, I just can't be asked at times. How did that player find a pass to the 21? I have no clue. I already have jockeying my way in, but still defensively just poor. And at this point, I already pretty much given up on the game. I don't know what to do anymore. 4-0. What am I supposed to do? Thompson retrieving the ball, dribble down the left-hand side. Here comes List finding Freeman, and he scores this one. A consolation goal, but you know what? It's still a very poor game to play. 4-1 was the final score, and we're heading towards pretty much the last game of the episode against Portsmouth. They're sitting at 7th. Currently, we're 6 points away from them. They're 6 points away from us, which is always tight. And the fact that the promotion playoffs are going to be very, very, very interesting. If I'm being honest, I feel like a lot of teams are able to make it to the playoff, but I think for us, we just need to end up top 2. I think the playoff only happens if you are sitting at 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, something like that along the line. So at least top 2. I don't mind not winning the trophy as long as we getting promoted and then we reset the team once again. And right before halftime, we have scored the second goal. Matt Neal with an assist, I believe so, but that was a very good finish by Van Kooten. I feel like I haven't been using a lot of Van Kooten recently. And also, I've been axing some of the players, not allowing them to be part of the starting 11 anymore. Piangiani and also Thompson. Both of them were getting quite old, and I'm sure both of them, their contract are coming to an end. So I would rather use Flinley and also Van Kooten as the solid 2 center backs at the back. But that is it for today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in a bit.